morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gachiskaman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. William Samoei Ruto has been planning for quite some time now to vaccinate millions and millions of ruminants. That is the cattle, sheep, and goat. I don't know whether the gazelles are also involved in the giraffes, but it has to do with domestic animals, ladies and gentlemen. And he's going to spend billions of money in this exercise. And Kenyans are opposing this idea. And you heard William Samoei Ruto the other day lamenting that Kenyans are opposing everything. This is because farmers use biogas and they use also cow dung, manure, as a fertilizer. Once animals break the wheat, they produce a gas known as methane, which is a green gas, which is a greenhouse gas. And this gas actually, in one way or the other, the fact that it's a green gas means that it affects climate, it affects the temperatures once it is heated by the sunshine, and it affects the temperatures. But the issue of William Samoei Ruto vaccinating animals without the permission of the farmers, without being told why, without civic education, telling them why they are being vaccinated, the consequences, and what is going to be done to these farmers who use biogas for cooking and electricity and for manure, is something that is eliciting serious reactions. People are feeling that William Samoei Ruto is trading with their animals. People believe that William Samoei Ruto has been paid by the globalists to vaccinate animals to change their genetic makeup. Kenyans are angry. And none other than Gathoni Mushoba has put it very, very clearly on why farmers are opposed to William Samoei Ruto. So I want us here to listen to Gathoni Mushoba very keenly, then we can comment in the comment section. For those of you who are in sciences, maybe or in the medical field, wherever, biochemistry, botany, I don't know whether zoology is still there, chemistry, chemical engineers, maybe you can tell us what is behind this. Because from where I sit, it is not going to end well. And this exercise may not succeed, going by the kind of opposition that we have seen. So watch what Gathoni Mushoba is saying here.
Yes. I am here to respond to some queries concerning the recent president pronunciation and announcement in a public gathering, the intention of Kenya Kwanza government to vaccinate some 22 million animals, that is cattle, including sheep, goats, camels, and other domestic animals. The program is going to be rolled out in the whole of the country, touching on the pastoralists and dairy farmers and dairy goat farmers in Kenya. I wish to state that from the onset, this is not our idea. This is a foreign idea being pushed to us with some clear intentions and deliverables. Listening to the president, it is clear that the intention is a climate change move that is supposed to help us stop releasing or reduce the release of methane into the air. The plan, which has a full support of the International Research Institution, want to introduce a gene-modifying drugs into Kenya animals, livestock animals, in order for them to stop emitting methane into the air. This is absurd. We have had these animals for centuries. We have valued these animals as part of our heritage. We have used these animals as part of our livelihood. It is important for the president of Kenya, before pronouncing such kind of plans, to engage the people of Kenya very heavily, because they are the real stakeholders. It is not okay for the president to go into an international meeting and agree to vaccinate our animals without our consent. This statement has created a lot of tension. Farmers are worried. I want to put it very clear, as a farmer's representative and as a farmer myself, those behind the claim, behind this plan, claim that the animal's natural release of intestinal gas into the atmosphere as a means of release from normal feeding and flatulence process is a hazardous process to the environment. This is not something to be taken lightly. As a result, our animals are expected to receive injections that prevent them from releasing the digestive gas into the environment indefinitely. That is to mean if the drug is injected today, it is irreversible. We cannot reverse back. Indeed, I take note with the alarm that these vaccinations that were developed overseas have not been adopted there where they are being produced. They have been rejected. And the owners of this vaccine are now trying to get entry into Kenya so that they can have a market for their products and work towards stopping us from producing our own foods and make sure that we are dependent on their foods. This is a globalist idea, an idea that comes with a lot of negative impact. As a representative of a constituency where my voters are animal farmers, I reject this experimental program in totality. Let everybody know that we will resist them till the very end. I ask my fellow Kenyans and my fellow members of parliament to join in opposing the proposed vaccinations, which clearly hurt our animals, hurt our cultural heritage, endanger our people genetically, our animal genetically, interfere with the productivity and reproductivity of these animals, and in totality has some cost implications. Now that the president wants to vaccinate 22 million cows, animals, does he have the budget? Are the farmers going to pay for this vaccination? And if as a country we are going to spend money towards the vaccination, has he come to parliament for budgeting? Where will this money come from? And before these animals are vaccinated, how did he come up with 22 million? Has he counted every goat, every sheep, every camel, every donkey, every cow, both meat and dairy, so that he can talk of 22 million? Could this program of vaccinating animals a way of a globalist getting to our households to calculate and take data of our animals so that they can use them for their own games? Could this be an experiment? If it is an experiment, even if it was not an experiment, I, as a representative of the people and as a dairy farmer, I am opposed to this. Join me as we reject this globalist idea. Asante.